my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Sandslash, both forms of them, so the Cantonian form and the Alola form, and we're just going to jump right in. So, first Sandslash form we have is an Agility form, so this will double the speed from 229 to around 460, 458 I think is the exact number, obviously making you very fast, much faster than the majority of Pokemon without a scarf on them. I've also put Life Orb in here to increase up our attack power by 1.3 times. Obviously having base 100 attack is pretty good anyways, but having that Life Orb just boosts it a little bit more. Now I've put Sand Veil as our ability here. You could go for Sand Rush, but if you're going for a team in the sand, Sandstorm for example, but if you're not going for that, I would recommend just going with things like, or you could go for either of them. But obviously, if you're going for the Sand Rush, don't go for the Agility because there's no point in doing that. You could go for a band set instead. Move-wise, Agility, Earthquake, powerful ground-type attack boosted by Stab. We've got Stone Edge to hit a variety of different Pokemon for damage, including things like Ice types, which are super effective against you. And then Leech Life, which allows you to get a little bit of health back because realistically, you are going to take that hit initially with that Agility and start losing health because of the Life Orb. Now, EVs, I've gone for max attack and max speed with a adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Now, if you want to, you could go Jolly, but I think it wouldn't necessarily be worth it. If you're going for the agility and doubling your speed, then the adamant should be perfectly fine because that speed is going to be fast enough, unless you're worried about like base 100 Pokemon scarfing. But even then, you've got okay defenses, you've got really good defense, so hopefully you should be able to live a hit. The second Sandslash set, sorry, that was a yawn. The second Sandslash set we have is a bit more of a supportive set, so it's more defensive. We've got Leftovers on here, allowing to heal up because you are going to be taking hits. Stealth Rock, which obviously sets up rocks and can damage things like Ice types, Bug types, Fire types, and Flying types, 25% when they come in, or if they're combined, it's even more than that. We've got Toxic to start racking up damage on different Pokemon. Now, Toxic is a transfer-only move, so you would have to teach a Sandslash from Generation 7 Toxic and then transfer it over to Gen 8. And then we have Leech Life. Obviously, this one allows you to heal up yourselves a little bit more and is super effective against Grass types, which are obviously quite damaging for you. And finally, we have Earthquake, strong stab, ground-type attack. That'll probably be on most of your moves. If you're worried about grassy terrain, you can always go for something. Assuming it learns high horsepower, let me just double-check. It doesn't learn high horsepower, but you could potentially go for something along the lines of maybe Bulldoze. Yeah, you go for Bulldoze. I mean, it's lower attack power, but it would still be more than Earthquake in the grassy terrain, so it's something to consider. Also lowers the speed of the opposing Pokemon. Moving on to Alolan Sandslash, this first one we have is an attacking set combined with Stealth Rocks. So Stealth Rocks, as I said, are really beneficial. Not to mention they hit Fire types, which you are 4 times weak to, so that's obviously helpful towards you. We have Iron Head, powerful Steel type attack, hits a variety of Pokemon, it's boosted by Stab. Earthquake, again to hit those Fire types because that's your main weakness, and then Rock Slide just to hit a variety of Pokemon. Again, you could go for Icicle Crash on here if you wanted to. We've got Leftovers on here allowing us to heal up. I've put Snow Cloak's the ability, unless you're running like a Hail team, don't go for well, you can go for either of these, but realistically, you're not going to look for the hidden ability when the abilities aren't being paid attention to in this team. You could always go for the Slush Rush, but it's entirely up to you how you decide to run it. Obviously, different sets require different runnings. EVs, I've got max HP and max attack with adamant nature, so more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Obviously, if you go for the Slush Rush, go for the max HP and max speed. The next set we have is a Rapid Spin set. So on here again, I've gone for Snowcloak just because we are increasing up our speed through the Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin obviously gets rid of any hazards that have been set up, so that can be really helpful for you, especially if things like sticky webs have been set up because they can lower the speed of your team, obviously. We've got Icicle Crash, powerful ice type attack, hits a variety of different Pokemon. Again, that Earthquake is on there, and Iron Head for the strong stab attack there. I've put the Life Orb on here. That will dwindle down your health a little bit every turn that you use an attacking move, which is all 4 of these, but you will get a little bit more power out of it as well. Eevee's gone for max attack and max speed with a jolly nature, so more speed, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. I would always recommend going for the jolly nature here because the rapid spin will increase your speed by 1 stage, taking you to about 375 speed, which is pretty good, but it's not the most amazing. And if you was to go with the adamant nature, you'd be even lower on your speed. Next up, we have a Dynamax version of a Sandslash. So on here we have Choice Band. If you didn't know, when you Dynamax, Choice Band is not activated. We also have Sand Rush, so you double your speed when you use the Max Rockfall from the Stone Edge, setting up the Sandstorm. So essentially doubling your speed from 229 to 400 and, did I say 58? I think I said 58, but very, very fast. Move-wise, gone for Brick Break, which turns to Max Knuckle, increasing up your attack power. You've got Earthquake, powerful ground-type attack, hits a variety-type Pokemon, and also turns to Max Quake, increasing up your special defense. Then we've got Iron Tail to raise up your defense if you need to. Obviously, you can go for things like Steel Roller if you have like a Terrain Setter on your team, but if you don't have a Terrain Setter, then running Steel Roller on this is not a viable option. Eevee's max attack, max speed, adamant nature. As I explained before, I think the adamant nature works when you're using the Sand Rush ability because not many Pokemon are going to outspeed you. And finally, we have a Dynamax Alolan Sandslash. Now, this is a bit more of an interesting set. You could always go for just a generic cover of each move, like Earthquake on here instead of the Aurora Veil, but I thought we'd go for Aurora Veil here. We have Slush Rush is the ability, doubling our speed. Icy Rock extending the Hailstorm from 5 turns to 8 turns. Icicle Crash obviously setting up the Hail, allowing for us to double our speed, and also allowing for you to set up that Aurora Veil after you've Dynamaxed. We've got Iron Head, which will raise up the defense of your Pokemon, which can be really helpful, and then Brick Break, which is going to raise up the attack of your Pokemon through Max Knuckle. Now, a few ways of running your EVs on this. If you want to focus more on the kind of Aurora Veil side, then you possibly go for the Max HP, Max Attack with the Adamant Nature. But if you're going to be focusing more on the Slush Rush side, go for the Max Attack and the Max Speed Nature. That is all for today. I just want to briefly apologise if this seems a little bit kind of all over the place. I am currently quite ill, so recording is a little bit more difficult, and I feel like the start of this may have been a little bit out of place sort of thing. So I do apologise if it came across that way, but hopefully all that information will help for you. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.